Welcome to part 2 of my look at Snowrunner on PlayStation 4. Come along with me, MrSealyp. So I'm carrying on from the last episode. We finished the bridge, so now we've got to get to the garage. I'm going to check the map. Down the bottom it does say skip time, which is what I did to go from night through to day. So if you press that, I think it does it in 6-hour chunks. Whereas I think before you can only skip the night, so that's a nice feature, like that. Where are we heading to? Right, there's the garage. So we've got an obstacle in the way. There's a fallen... looks like an electricity pylon. So we need to go around to the right. Let's get cracking. Obviously, it's still got the trailer of wood from the first episode. Mind that big rock. What I'm loving. I've been talking to a few people since it's the first, it's called the first impressions video, and it's just the level of detail, the the level of detail, the attention to detail. Like the rocks now, you bump over them, the rocks will move on the ground as you go, and they look like rocks. You know, wow, it's just incredible. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for all the different people that have been offering advice and various different things. I think everyone that I know is on it and playing it. I follow a guy called Jimmy Broadbent, who does racing sims. Fantastic guy, and he does commentating for the Gran Turismo tournaments and stuff like that. And he's playing it. Doesn't normally do off-road stuff, so it's his first foray into it. What a way to get started. I thought I'd have a go at a bit of in-cab. Haven't done any of that yet. I flicked in and out, but I haven't really done much. But even this, the graphic quality, you know, the in-cab on MudRunner, especially on console as well, was always a bit blocky, I suppose is the best way of putting it. It was a little bit kind of blurred. It wasn't particularly great. This, crisp. Just have a look around. Oh, there's another trailer there, look. They're dotted around all over the place. There's trailers and things everywhere. But I'm just following on from where we were. Got the first job out the way in the last episode. So this one, I want to get to the garage. I want to open up more of the map. So I want to try and get some of the watchtowers done. But obviously I don't know where it's going to lead me. This is going to be a continuation on from the kind of setting the scene type stuff, where you get jobs and missions and things come up that you need to do, so the game can show you the controls, show you the options and things you can do. Is that a farm? Wow. I'm still absolutely I'm blown away by the differences in the what's the word? What's the best way to put it? The grippiness of the mud. It's not grippiness. I mean stickiness, I suppose. You're getting varying degrees. Oh, is that going to be Waltrover Road? Is that going to be deep? This isn't designed for off-road. This truck at all. Or is it just? It says water on road. So is it just a layer? Let's give it a go. Oh, that was right. I know fording rivers and wading in Land Rovers and stuff like that, generally speaking, you're supposed to go out first and check the depth before you go into it, before you start fording, and before water starts pouring over your bonnet. But we've made it. We're at the garage. That wasn't too bad. Again, wow, what detail! Rather than just that kind of square in front of a building that we had before. So it's almost like a proper, you know, truck yard. Well, we've got little bays over the side there. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some trailers already in it. We've got a truck sitting there. We've discovered our first garage. So the meat of the game: explore and discover watchtowers, complete contracts to earn rewards, finding garages. So I'm hoping now, if we found the garage, then we're going to be looking at hopefully the customization option. Again, I didn't watch any. Contract completed. I'll get to the garage, that was part of the thing. Upgrade location. Was that what I just drove over? Because I know there are upgrades dotted around the map as well. Warning. Detached trailer, okay. So we'll detach the trailer, then we can enter the garage. Yeah, I haven't watched any videos on this. So again, for me, this is kind of first look. Upgrade, customise, buy and sell vehicles. Also travelling to other regions. You have to find a garage in the location to unlock and use it. Okay. Travelling. You don't have to complete everything in your current location before moving on to the next one. Some interesting trucks or resources can only be found in other locations and regions. So let's do some travelling. I want to have a look at the customisation menu before I travel anywhere. That's obviously what it wants me to do next, and is look at the travelling option. So, right, sub-menus. So the trucks, is that the vehicles we have? Right, we've got the GMC we've got in here. Available? That's DLC. Do we own that? Looks like it. Yeah, because it's to sell things up at the bottom. Oh, okay. Okay. So, what can we do with this then? Scout all heavy. Oh, so at the top then, if we do L1, R1, if we've got a lot of vehicles, it will show us all the different ones we got. So, truck store. So, this is where we can buy vehicles then. You can buy new vehicles. Some vehicles are locked. The vehicle may be locked because you lack sufficient driver rank. Oh, so we need to level up, obviously. Okay. So these ones we got already, those two. There's a load of vehicles. I think this is another big difference as well. I know I keep, because that's my kind of frame of reference, referring back to MudRunner, this is the heavy duty off-road. Is that when you did that before, you would start a map and you had a kind of page of trucks, and as long as you'd done a map and unlocked, got enough kind of stars on each one, you could kind of put in whatever you wanted to. On this, it's massively different. You've got to buy them, you've got to own them. You know, all the repairable stuff, you can't just go in and pick from all the different ones you want. You've got to build up to that. It's a lot more about leveling up. So upgrades and customization. So we've got what? Engine, gearbox, suspension, tyres, winch, spare wheel, frame add-ons, diff lock, snorkel. Okay. So that's going to be different for all the different vehicles, I would imagine. And I would imagine you've got to unlock. Okay. So we've got a stock one on that already. It's not showing an option for another one. So when you go around and get upgrades around the map as well and unlock new bits, you'll have more things available. Miscellaneous. What have we got then? And we've got colour palette. Oh, we can change the colour. That doesn't cost anything either. MrSealyp green. Has to be. I mean, it's not quite MrSealyp green, but it's green. Oh, okay. So what have we got under miscellaneous then? Front bumper. What options have we got? Toe loops. Hunter. They look nice. Got to buy those. I've only got limited funds at the moment. I don't really want to go spending a fortune yet until I know what I need. I'm not going to be using this. Maybe. Toe loops. Hunter. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be using this yet unless I use it for opening up a map. So that's a yar. Yar rims. Ooh. Okay. Tyres. What options we've got available? So we're on TM2s. 44 inch. The TM1s are 4,900. Slight difference in tread. So yeah, so this is kind of, you know, I suppose rather than doing a separate customising your vehicle video, it's kind of wrapped up in this anyway. Okay, winch. There are some options available. Autonomous scout. That's a lot of money. I don't have that much money. I can't even see where that goes though. Or do you have to click on it before it puts it on? Don't know. Okay. Spare wheel. I think we've got one already, haven't we? Yep. Whoops. Wrong button. So engines. We can upgrade the engine on this as well. Although power to weight ratio On the standard one, oh yeah, that other one has got a big old jump up on the power to weight ratio. 1,900. Yeah, let's do it. Gearbox. Okay, we've got the one we've got. There are some locked, some other options. Stock suspension. Because I suppose it's kind of an off-roady type vehicle anyway. What haven't we done? Frame add-ons. Roof rack. Okay. So again, on the previous version of the game, didn't have to buy these. They would just come there in a list, and you could just bump, pick them and go. Okay, so a few options available. Let's get it. Nice. Oops. Right. So what do we need to do now then? Leave. Please travel to Alaska region and complete. Okay, so I've got to do the travel thing first. Okay, so we've got slots as well for the garage. So we can bring more than one vehicle in. Apparently. Okay, got a few. That's good. Right. So that was my other vehicle that I had in here. So what do I need to do then? Don't know if there's going to be many options available for this, are there? Could do with some off-road tyres on this, but it's not designed for off-road anyway. It's a road one. It said that right at the start when you kind of collected it in the first instalment that I did, the first impressions video. It's not. This isn't an off-road truck, and everything else is locked at the moment anyway. Okay. Cool. There are quite a few options. Oh, some big old chunky ones on that as well. There are lots of options in this game. Lot of options. Diff lock. Engageable. Okay. Snorkel. Okay, have a little snorkel on it if we want. How about frame add-ons? Why not? Let's put a snorkel on. Oh wow, okay. So crane. So we said earlier about loading the first episode. Flatbed. Okay, van body, maintenance frame, seismic vibrator module free. Oh, that's that we did the oil drilling. Oh, there's an oil drilling thing, isn't there? Fuel tank. Bed with loading crane. Okay, fifth wheel attacher. So saddle high, saddle low. Fuel tanks. Right, quite a few options on the frames on this one then, which I'm assuming is going to be on a lot of the lorries will be like that. No spare wheel option. Winch is the same, pretty much. Suspension. Oh, it's locked. Wow, that's pretty impressive though. It's a big old lift up, isn't it? It's going to stop you getting caught on those rocks as well. Sorry, I just want to have a look through. I mean, you know, it's kind of part and parcel. Engine options. That's a weird one. So the engine we've got at the moment. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That is an increase in what we've got already. I don't really want to spend 2,500 on the engine. Right, so oh, not leave garage. I've got to complete this travel tutorial. So we need to global map. You cannot leave garage where you don't have a retained truck. Retained. Retained? Oh, retain. Oh, yeah. Press square to retain the truck. So this is puts it ready for transport then. Your vehicle is now placed in truck storage, ready to travel. Back to global map. Okay. We're off to Alaska. I wanted to stay on Michigan. But obviously this is what it wants me to do. So we'll do this bit, and then what I'll do, my intention is to go back. But we'll have a look then. What do I need to do? Click on the garage. X. Oh, we're off. Northport, Alaska. Vehicles in storage, so I need to deploy. Vehicle is deployed. Okay. I don't really want to explore Alaska yet. I just feel a kind of jumping. Now we know the basics of the game. Kind of. Sort of. We can scout, accept contracts, upgrade, buy new vehicles, conquer the wilderness. Completing contracts in Alaska might be tougher because of the weather conditions. Okay. So I'm assuming we can go back exactly the same way. We just travel back. But this is where we leave the garage, so I'm going to need to head round to the garage entrance, I guess, to go back. What's that? Trailer store. There's a trailer store at the other garage as well. Okay. Oh, I see. It's again so different. I know we're at a different place and we're supposed to be, but you know, there's a completely different feel to it straight away. I like it. Okay, the map doesn't seem... Oh my God, I'm zoomed right out. I was going to say the map doesn't seem that big, but you think about the circles for the watch points and then we zoom in a bit. Yeah, it's a fair size. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I want to... We'll head back. That's probably the best bet. There's going to be loads to do. Oh, I'm going to lose days to this game. I know I am. There's already jobs and contracts available on here, so we didn't have to unlock any by doing anything first. So, back. I didn't put my lorry in, did I? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's jump back to our little pickup, our Chevrolet. So what I want to do then, I think I'm going to have to go back at some point then and put the lorry back into the garage and then retain it, deploy it to get it back here to Michigan. But for the time being, what I want to do is use this, unlock some more watchtowers if I can. I mean, potentially there's a risk that I won't be able to, simply because my vehicle's not configured for it. I mean, let's be honest, it's pretty basic. It's going to need some work doing to it. But the other thing as well, I haven't got a lot of money. So you're in that kind of catch-22 that you want to, you want to jump ahead and you want to start customising. You want suspension lifts and big chunky tyres and awesome gearboxes, and you want to be able to just go anywhere. But you've got work to do to get to that point. So task zones, we've got those that popped up. I think once we kind of get to a point where you unlock a map a bit more. Ooh, wow, that stopped dead. Pothole maybe. We go around and we can pick up jobs. So it's kind of like, I know I've been doing a bit on Construction Simulator 3 recently. It's the kind of difference between a kind of day-to-day construction job and a campaign one, I suppose. You've got your little task sidebar type jobs on this, but you've also got some that are for companies and that are going to require a bit more work, I think. So there's the ones you can just kind of find around the map as you go, and other ones that aren't. So what I'm going to do is try and head for this watch point a bit further down the road. Unlock that one, and we'll go from there. I love the water features. The water on here just looks brilliant. It all looks brilliant. I'm not going to get tired of saying that, and I'm not going to stop saying it either. Oh, bit of a kangaroo bounce on that. Not too much damage, but I'm going to need some repair at some point. So the thing is, not having much time on it, obviously at the moment, you know, it's going to be getting used to the controls and bouncing very quickly between your standard box, your low range box, your all-wheel drive, your diff locks. You know, when you get into the habit of doing that, combining all that as well in a situation where maybe you're stuck and you're bouncing in and out of using your winch. I know some people set themselves a winch challenge where you've got to try and get around the map without using the winch. I know using some of the trucks and some of the jobs, it's going to be a given. You're going to have to, and you're going to use it a lot, especially until you've reached a point where you can unlock those vehicles, those kind of go anywhere vehicles. You know, you use the stuff you've got, you use what you need. No, it's just managing this alright, it's going up alright. I mean, it's not particularly muddy. Yeah, that camera thing, I think it's to do with like a camera collision when you've got an obstacle like rocks or something. If the camera doesn't like it, it seems you suddenly get a little flick every now and again and the camera just suddenly jumps. I've noticed that a few times. Right, let's have a check on the map. Where do I need to go? Right, just follow this along. We'll get another watch tower, watch point open. Keep going. So the contracts themselves, the little jobs, like when we did in the first episode, the first impressions building the bridge, you didn't get paid a lot of money for it. Looking at some of the prices, I'm assuming some of the bigger jobs and contracts for companies are going to pay out a bit more money because it's going to take a long time to build up to be able to do kind of serious work on vehicles and to buy new machinery and equipment. And there we are, watchtower opened. Let's launch the observation. I mean, to be fair, the scenes, you know, it's not like you get a panoramic swing round. I always think when it does that bit, a little bit like the Assassin's Creed games, you know, when you used to get that eagle's view thing. It's not quite like that, but... Right, where's the next watchtower? Oh, hang on. Ah, right, so there's upgrades. That's what I was saying. There are some around the map. There's another watchtower there. That might be fairly easy to get to. Should I go for that upgrade? See what it is? I'm just thinking if we can pick up upgrades, it will unlock them. We don't get them for free. I think we've still got to buy them. But if it gives us access to more things, we might as well give it a go. Whoa, a bit of slide on it. I don't want to roll this down the hillside or anything. I know it's interesting. It didn't seem this... Did I come up this way? I'm sure it didn't seem that rocky to the side coming up. I suppose because I had the camera over that side. I wasn't looking that way. Certainly more rocky than I thought it was. How far do I need to go? That's not the turning, is it? No, a bit further. Just down the hill a bit. No, it's just a bit of a gravelly, slow... gravelly slope. Right, up here, let's go. Give it some beans. Stamp down on the whoosh pedal, let's go. Okay. How far up here is it? Oh, rain. That's going to make things interesting. Yeah, so this is what I was worried about. I'm not sure. Wow, why that cannot. That won't stay to the side. No, don't slip, don't slip, don't slip. Ah! No, I'm going to tip over. No. No! I do not want to roll down that hill. Oh. Oh. Come on, stay on your wheel. Stay on all four. Stay on all four. Stay on all four. It does not want to stay up on that. Come on. Come on. No. I just haven't got the traction with these tyres, especially with the, I'm assuming, again, it's that kind of, I'm assuming the rain is making a difference. It's a little bit more slick, it's a little bit more slippery. It could just be your imagination, but that doesn't want to know. What? Okay. That's what we call proper stuck. If nothing helps, you can always use your recovery function. I refuse to be recovered. I refuse. I will get myself out. I don't know how I will get myself out, but I will. Winch time. I think we're going to have to use the winch. Right. Front left. Where do I need to winch to? If I can pull myself out that way, swim myself back around. I have to admit defeat on the upgrade on this. I think what I need to do is go back to the garage and I need to upgrade this. If I can do some upgrades on it, get to a point where I can get over the terrain a bit better. Okay, right, winch works. Good stuff. Right, I'm going to head back to the garage. That's the best thing. We'll go back. Bit of customization on this. And then I'll see if I can do either a watchtower on the way out or a watchtower on the way back, and then try and come back out for this upgrade maybe. That's next on the list. There's something deeply satisfying about doing this. Right, things have changed somewhat. I encountered my first problem. I went into the garage, I did a load of customization, as you can see, found another paint scheme, and then my PlayStation blue screened. I don't know what happened, everything froze, it blue screened, and I lost everything. My recording up to that point just went. So I've come back, I'm heading up a hill to another watch point. I'm a bit disappointed and a bit worried about that, I'll be honest. So we're a bit further over towards the garage. We're the other side of the river now from where we were earlier. I think the upgrade point we're going to have to head to in another video. I'm just thinking, I'm conscious of time. We're up on this hilltop. That's... Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We're over to the right. Up here. Where are we? Where are we? There, just up on the hill there. Chevrolet CK just up on the top there. And we've opened up all this stuff over here. So there's warehouse and a few more jobs. There's a mountain bridge construction job there. There's another upgrade down in the basin just below us there as well. So yeah, that's... I'm concerned. I'm concerned now. I don't want to get blue screening. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen again. If it doesn't, we'll be sorted. But it's a worry because I'm loving playing this. I really am. Okay, so I think next episode what we'll do, we'll tackle a job, a contract or a job or something. We'll have a bit of a bang around and see what's what. I'm going to just whiz over to the edge here and see if I can get myself a nice looking thumbnail without going off the edge of the cliff. That would be helpful too. That's the last thing I need. Let's stop there, I think. So we've opened up the garage, we've had a look at the customisation screens and bits and bobs there. We've been out, done a couple of watchtowers. I'm going to call it there. We have come to the end of this episode, but we will be continuing in the next one coming up, episode 3. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.